pass the bill by Friday. And $8,000? What did Biden just say? I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. First off, it has been reported that the administration is likely going to be issuing another public health emergency declaration sometime between now and the end of the week because of monkeypox. So as of right now in the United States, there are roughly 3,600 confirmed cases of monkeypox. Now here's what's interesting about it. If they do actually come out and issue another public health emergency declaration, this would be the second one that is currently in place. One for COVID and one for monkeypox, which by the way, the one for COVID was actually extended out just a couple weeks ago, all the way out until October 13th. So this information was leaked out there and I wanted to give you an update on this to let you know what's going on. And of course, as I do get more information and if they do come out with that official announcement sometime between today, tomorrow, or by the end of the week, of course, I'll continue to be here for you and let you know what's going on and if there is another public health emergency declaration. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. Next, let's quickly talk about the new bill and what they want to pass by Friday of next week. So here's what's interesting about it. For a few months now, we've been talking about this. We've been getting a little bit of information about this, but not a whole lot. Well, now that we're right down to the wire and they want to get this bill done in literally 1 week from right now, well, we're getting a little bit more information on this. Here's what's interesting. Yesterday, we got some more information that was leaked out about this. The Inflation Relief Act of 2022, which is the name of the bill. It is a bill that costs about $433 billion, and it's going to bring in, according to their estimates, $739 billion of revenue. So as a result of that, yesterday we got some more details on this because Chuck Schumer and Joe Manchin have been working behind the scenes on this bill with virtually no other assistance from other lawmakers. In fact, most lawmakers didn't even know anything about this until the information was leaked yesterday and it was officially announced. But we now have information out of Joe Manchin that yes, he is going to back up some more of the provisions within this, including climate, raising taxes on corporations and high-income individuals, as well as money in there for negotiating prescription prices, all kinds of different things now. So kind of interesting because just about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago or so now, Joe Manchin was out as well and indicated he was not going to support any of this other than just the provisions in there to allow Medicare to start negotiating prescription prices. Let me throw this out there as well. Again, I don't know the real details on this as well, but let me just throw this out there. Has anybody maybe questioned, I wonder how much Joe Manchin is getting paid to maybe support this? Gee, I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Why did he all of a sudden flip on this? Did maybe somebody throw down, I don't know, a couple $1 million of, a little bit of money thrown on the table saying, hey, support this and we'll give you a few $1,000,000. I don't know. Just saying. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just simply saying, why did he all of a sudden flip all of a sudden like this? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But again, not really sure what the real deal is behind this. But again, there has to be some kind of incentive behind this. You don't just flip your mind like that for no good reason, right? Again, just saying, I'm not really sure if there's a bribery behind this thing, but it just seems like there's something suspicious here behind this whole thing. Anyway, the whole deal behind this bill is that they want to get it done by the end of next week. So Chuck Schumer was out on the floor in the Senate basically telling all of the other Democratic colleagues, which by the way, this is a reconciliation bill, so they will be getting it done with just a simple majority vote in the Senate. Just 50 votes is all it needs in the Senate. So that's why I'm saying Democrats is because it is only going to be a Democratic bill. Nobody else, okay? That's the whole deal with the reconciliation. So again, it's not me taking sides. I'm not taking political sides here at all. I'm simply saying this is the deal with reconciliation, and they have a little bit more time to use it. In fact, they have about 2 months to use this reconciliation opportunity. Otherwise, it goes away. They don't get to use it anymore. So they have about 2 months to do it. Well, Chuck Schumer from the Senate floor was basically begging and pleading all of the Democratic senators, please, let's get this thing done by the end of next week. So we'll see. Can they actually do it? We'll see about that, right? Again, you kind of know where I stand on this because I've talked about it before. We've seen this play out time and time again. We saw it the last 2 years in a row. They had a big piece of legislation and they wanted to get it done by early August. And sure enough, they said, we're going to get it done. And then did they? No, they didn't do it. So anyway, I'll keep watching everything closely. As I do get more details on this, of course, I'll be here for you, breaking it all down. Next, let's quickly talk about President Biden and some of his remarks that came out today. $8,000 is what he threw down. Let's talk about it because I'm not sure about you, but did you get $8,000? Because I certainly didn't. I'm wondering where the other, $5,600 went. Because I got $1,200, or no, sorry, $1,400. I got $1,400. My wife got $1,400. So I guess I did the math a little bit wrong. That comes out to $2,800. So I guess we're still looking for $5,200. Not sure about you, but did you get $8,000? Because I'm not really sure about anybody out there that got $8,000. But anyway, President Biden was out today making some remarks about the GDP number that was released earlier today, confirming, like I said in the last video, that the United States is officially in a technical recession as of right now. It is official. It is a real deal. We are in a recession because of that new report that just came in today showing economic growth is yet again negative for the second quarter in a row in 2022. However, President Biden was out today talking about all this and said that he understands that people are feeling down about the economy right now because of inflation and a lack of COVID relief, which, by the way, in other words, that's a nice way of saying stimulus and stimulus checks, which, by the way, he was directly referring to the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan that was passed last year in March that also contained the $1,400 stimulus checks. He also went on to say he was talking about people getting $8,000. Did you get $8,000? Because I did not. I got $1,400. My wife got $1,400, $2,800 in my head. That's what that comes out to. That does not add up to $8,000. So he indicated that somebody even earning $120,000 getting an $8,000 check is substantial amounts of money. Yeah, it is pretty substantial. It's almost 10%. It's about 8%. So yeah, that is a pretty substantial amount of money. But who got $8,000? Maybe some people, but the vast majority of people did not get $8,000. So I'm not quite sure where he came up with this number, but again, he was indicating that yes, people are feeling down right now because of the economy, because of inflation, because of the lack of extra money. I thought it was a little bit interesting that he made these remarks because when was the last time that we heard President Biden talk about stimulus or stimulus checks? Maybe he was getting a good old idea floating around in his head. That would be pretty nice, right? If he could come out and get a nice little idea talking about maybe, I don't know, sending some money out to the people, because obviously they don't care about inflation, just like I've been saying for quite a while now. They don't care about inflation. If they did, they would have done something about it a year or even longer ago when inflation was at 5%, 4.5%, things like this. But now we're dealing with inflation of over 9%, and they act like they care. Well, let me tell you why they don't care about it. Because they're about to pass another $433 billion of spending. That's going to add even more inflationary pressure, even though they say, oh no, it's not. It's going to actually bring down inflation. No, that's not how it really works, okay? Simple economics would tell us that if we print another $433 billion and we plow it into the system, that's going to cause even more inflation, right? So again, we'll have to continue watching all this very closely, but these are some of the things that hit the wire today. I mean, seriously, what else is going to come out next, right? Anyway, I want to make it very clear that I don't take political sides in my videos. I'm not here to bash anybody in particular, but at the same time, I think all of us can share the same frustrations with everything going on right now. Rapidly rising prices with inflation, our money becoming worthless every single day, becoming worth less and less and less every single day because of inflation. Prices on goods and services that we continue to go out to the stores and try to buy every day continue to go up and up and up. Things are just getting really tough right now, and I think a lot of us are sharing the same frustrations about this. So again, I'm not here to necessarily say anything bad about Biden or anybody else. I'm just simply saying, why don't they do something, right? It seems like they love to come up with all these great ideas, but yet they love to tiptoe around all these ideas as well at the same time to intentionally neglect sending out additional relief to the people who really need it right now. And again, for the record, I am not saying that they should send out a broad stimulus check for 85% of the population, or about 282 million people in the country. I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying they need to work on a focused stimulus check for the low income and the fixed income, or at least some kind of relief. Whether they call it a stimulus check or an anti-inflationary check, a relief check, or whatever they can come up with inside of this Inflation Relief Act of 2022, which is going to be not an Inflation Relief Act. It's going to be an inflate everything once again Act of 2022. So again, if we think we're seeing high prices now, get ready because they're going to go up even more with all of this going on, right? So anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I'll continue watching everything closely. If they come out with any additional details on this package or anything else like this, of course, I'll be here for you, letting you know what's going on and how this is going to impact all of us going forward. So again, thanks so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.